everyone. Good evening, morning, depending on where you are.
Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody.
Um,
Hmm.
There's still people joining, popping in, so we're just waiting a minute to tune in. Hmm.
Welcome, everybody, to the space. I think we'll give just one more moment for the last people to arrive. Welcome, welcome.
We're also recording this, so you will also receive the recording if there's things that you want to listen to afterwards or be reminded of. We'll share an opening prayer and we'll set space before we start. And then Bianca and I will share some words on the training and then we'll open for questions. So if you have any questions that are coming, you can already either write them down and ask them afterwards or pop them in the chats. Hi, Alana. Yeah, you can also write where you're from, where you're tuning in from. I'm in Bali, so it's middle of the night for me. Bianca's in Costa Rica.
I'm in Costa Rica. Thank you, Anais. It's 2 a.m. where you are. Appreciating you showing up for this. It's midday here in Costa Rica. If you wish, as we wait for just the last people, you can just share where you're, Alana. 4 a.m. in Australia. Thank you for showing up, love.
I hear you, Elena. But I went to a beautiful medicine circle tonight, so I'm feeling very charged.
Chris from France. Hello. Portugal, Anna. Hello. Alrighty. From France. London. Hello, Carly from London. Brigitte from France. Chantal from Switzerland. Michelle from Mexico. It's Michelle. Ah, your camera's not on Michelle. I was like, I can't see Michelle. There you are. Hi, love. Lisa from France. Alexandra from Brittany. Melanie from France. All right, there's a couple more people joining. All right. I'm going to invite all of us, welcome, welcome, to light a candle if we have one around us, and we'll just take a moment to tune in to the space together, harmonize into the same field so that we can connect more deeply. And if you have some incense you want to just smudge around, you may do that. So welcoming everyone into the space. And when you feel ready, you can already close your eyes and begin just to connect with your breath. And take your time. When you're ready, closing your eyes, sitting up nice and tall, opening up your heart, letting the hands rest wherever feels comfortable. And bringing a few big breaths all the way down to your belly. And sighing out through the mouth. Big inhales, bringing breath into all pockets of your body, into the belly, into the chest. And then a big exhale. Just arriving with these breaths. Big inhale. And a big clearing breath. Again, we'll take a couple more like that. Big inhale all the way to the bottom of our belly, into the chest, into the head. Hold the breath for a moment. And through the mouth. Exhale. Offering some shakes if anything wants to release through the body. Again, inhaling. And big exhale through the mouth. One more big inhale in through the nose. Belly, chest, into your head. Hold the breath for a moment. And through the mouth, a graceful exhalation. And stay here. Relax the body and begin to inhale and exhale through the nose. Softly and naturally, however the breath wants to pour in through you and pour out. Relaxing the legs, relaxing the yoni, the womb, the belly, letting everything be soft. Softening the heart, softening the face. And just breathe together for a moment, in and out through the nose, inhaling and exhaling. As you inhale, just drawing a beautiful cord of light from the root of your spine all the way up to your crown. As you exhale, let a beautiful shower of golden light wash over your crown, down your body. We'll just do that for a few repetitions. Inhaling, drawing this golden light up our spine to the crown. And as we exhale, like a waterfall of light codes pouring over us, all the way down, washing us. As we inhale, moving up the spine. When we reach the crown, exhaling, washing this golden light all over the body. See if you can soften into this practice just a little bit more. Let it happen naturally. And just be a witness. And as you continue a little bit softer in your body, can you lean back, rest back a little more, and let this happen effortlessly? Bringing your awareness into the heart center. Taking a few breaths in and out of the heart as if your heart is your lungs. Just honoring your breath, your process. Big breaths if they come, shakes if they're needed. And let us all attune to the frequency of our heart, imagining a beautiful red rose in the center of our heart, unfurling slowly with every breath. As we connect on this global grid, heart to heart, arriving into this space, into this temple, When your heart feels overflowed, we can start to connect with this grid of sisters and feeling gratitude to have heeded the call to join this circle today. I'm going to say the prayer to the Divine Mother, and you may just make my words your own as we call upon blessing. Let me be a sacred vessel. Fill me with divine love. Only from there, I'll share the prayer. Fill me with your love. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling completely. And stay here. If you wish, you can bring your hands into prayer. We'll ask Anais just to speak a prayer to open this temple space.
We invite in the presence, the guidance, and the blessings of the wheel of the Magdalene, the lineage of the rose. May every woman here be supported by the guidance of Anna, Isis, Mary Magdalene, and Mary. May she be supported on hearing her Dharma, hearing the call of her heart, her soul, being at the right place at the right time, exactly where life has intended her to be. May we all receive softness as we step into this new year. May we receive strength in our bodies. May our vessels be nourished and supported and held as we share our sacred medicine, our light into the world. May each of us feel that our light, that our truth is being received. May all of us together and everyone on this planet feeling the call participate in weaving a new golden web of lights that will allow us to be midwives to a new kind of humanity, a humanity that once again lives in harmony and in deep love and reverence for this planet and for all life on it. May it be so. Awen, Amin, Aho. You can take a deep breath, open your eyes, and enter into the space. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the women who joined us during the prayer. So maybe Bianca, you and I can share some words about our intention for this creation. So thank you all for tuning in here. So just to repeat, we'll share some words on our intention and the flow of the training that we're organizing, the gathering, the council, the meeting that we're organizing, that we're holding in Mexico in April. And then we'll open space for you to share your questions. really, this creation, this co-creation in Mexico is a summoning. It's a summoning of the planets. It's a summoning of Earth, and Earth as the mother, Earth as the living body vehicle of the Divine Mother, who is calling her daughters, women, to hear what is happening with her body, on her body, through our bodies, connect once again to the wisdom of the earth and help her and help us collectively give birth to this new paradigm. So, of course, we're feeling the intensity in the world. A lot is happening right now as we're speaking. So, probably a lot of us are already holding prayer for different parts of the world that are in difficulty and that are in crisis. And we felt really strongly with Bianca this offering has been in our hearts for a long time, for many years, to really create a space and create this container and create this vehicle where we can share everything that we've learned on the path as a priestess, the path of a woman in devotion to the divine. How do we show up? Which are the tools that we share? But then last year, really, this there became kind of a push, a very strong push from God, goddess, from the earth to really bring this forth. We're really stepping into something radically new, and the templates of what that new being together and living together looks like is shifting and is yet to be created and is emerging. And this is happening now. And for us to bring through a template that is a template of life and of love and where everyone can thrive, we really need to go back to her, to the earth, and listen to her, because she can guide us in what needs to come through and how we can best create this template, create spaces for the new to be born in a very harmonious way, and in a way where we as women, priestesses, holders, facilitators, feel fully held and nourished as well. So that is one of the core intentions, I'd say, for this creation, for this offering and gathering. How about for you, Bianca?
Thank you, Anais. Um, yeah, so much. Had to put it in words. It's really, I know a lot of you are just feeling it, beyond the tools that we'll be sharing, it's really a summoning. And it's really something that just birthed through Anais and I while we were counseling here in Costa Rica actually a year ago, having run mystery schools for many years. And the vision always to what would it look like if we did a month immersion. It was something deep in our heart for a long time. And I think what we were waiting for was to connect together and co-create that. And just the timing, and something that's present right now that wants to be shared about really a core intention is really honoring the archetype of ourselves as priestess, as oracle, and muse. And by showing up all together in this very concentrated space to honor that within us and value that within us, it is giving now permission to our culture to also honor and value the oracle, the muse, and the priestess. If we look back in time, there was a place for the oracle, there was a place for the priestess, there was a place for the muse. She was honored, she was abundant, she was valued. And more as we witness the trajectory, these archetypes are being recognized again. And what more can we do to truly come together and say and state and own, let us dive deeper our oracular powers and our priestessship in our muse ship, let us refine our art together. And as we offer ourselves into that space, we are also informing the collective of the value of that position again. So for me, it just feels really important. Hey, if we want to resurrect that archetype into culture, we need to begin by honoring ourselves, that by giving the space and time to that, to counsel for a month, to offer ourselves to that. So that for me, that's a very strong point coming through right now. This is a new blueprint that has landed, that probably in the future we'll see more and more of, but at the moment, perhaps that's why it's summoning so many people, because it's a blueprint, it's a template, this month immersion that is ready and ripe for our time, so we can come together and honestly listen to what wants to unfold. Where is the mystery guiding us? What is the magic wanting to happen in this very precise constellation of women that is coming together? Of course, yes, to immerse ourselves in deep and beautiful healing practices, in togetherness, in prayer, in devotion, in honor of the earth, of listening, of channeling, and all of the beautiful practices that we will be engaging in. It is the time, and I'm just looking at time because I know our sweet sister Sophie is, I don't know if she's still here, but hi, Sophie, love. Sophie will be joining us for this gathering as a guest teacher. Sophie is a beautiful sister, also founder of Mystery School and founder of the Heart of the Rose Festival, and just a really epic, beautiful queen. And we're so grateful for her to be joining us. And she will be as well part of us teaching and facilitating. She'll be sharing daily beautiful meditations into silence. And I know you need to leave, Sophie, so I just want to I don't know if you do want to take a moment to say hello. If not, no worries, but just wanted, since you're here on this call with us, wanted to also let the group know that you'll be joining us.
Yeah, thank you, my love. Yeah, so great. I'm so grateful I joined the course. I have to go, unfortunately, but just to feel everyone's hearts and this profound opportunity at this incredibly pivotal time in history, or her story, it just feels like this is the time to gather with those who are ready to gather, to be vessels for this higher consciousness and new golden age that we are birthing together. So it feels like a real honor to be on this journey with you all and to meet you all and to, yeah, birth this new way together. So yeah, excited, very excited. Really honor Bianca and Anais and all they're bringing and calling through. And yeah, it's just sweet, really sweet to feel all your hearts, and we really are creating this golden web of sisterhood and Rose, Divine Mother blessings. So yeah, thank you, and excited to hopefully meet some of you in person in April. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you, loves. Bye.
Thank you so much, Sophie. Yeah, sisterhood, it's one of the other really key elements of what we're sharing and what we'll be sharing in Mexico. I feel that there's a new type of sisterhood that has arisen these last couple of years, and there's such power in the fact that women come together and see each other and witness each other and hold space for the emergence of each other's medicine. Both Bianca and I have witnessed this in our mystery schools and whenever women are gathering. And of course, with Sophie's very beautiful creation and gathering, the festival of the Heart of the Rose, it's tangible. It's a physical experience. Reality shifts when women come together with intention, with purpose, and in honoring, in devotion, and in a prayerful way. The collective shifts, and we really create something. So already through us coming together, something is being created, something is shifting. And of course, this will ripple out into our personal lives and our personal creations. And the intention is for all of us to really come out of this experience and have risen within. So where the Magdalene is one of course, the key energies, figures supporting this whole training. Magdalene means pillar. So to really feel that inner pillar of strength, of alignment, that sort of truth, that it's really present, and to rise within that inner pillar, and to come out stronger in our faith, in our resolution, in the knowing of our dharma. Because when we know what our purpose is, then we can take action, and then all the doubts or anything that can happen on the path is okay. It's okay. We move forward, and we bring into the world what we are supposed to bring into the world. And Sacred Sisterhood is there to support that. And I've witnessed it with many women, but with Bianca and Sophie in particular, there's a quality of an energetic field when we come together that is a field of holding, a field of love, and a very expansive field. So we're looking forward to co-creating that field of really expansiveness for all of us. And of course, we'll be co-creating with the land, the land of Mexico, the mountains, the trees. We'll be listening to the elements. We'll be listening to nature. You mentioned, Bianca, the oracular capacities. Women priestesses were oracles, and we have this capacity to communicate with everything around us. And as we're moving into the new, we're being asked to listen constantly. What was true yesterday is no longer true today. Reality shifts all the time, and we need to learn how to be tuned in at every moment to what the collective consciousness needs, what the planet needs from us, what the right position is for us to hold, what the right energy is for us to hold. And for us to be able to do that, we need to be able to listen to what is happening through the soil, through the air, through the spirits, in all the dimensions of reality. So we'll really be tuning into that. And for me, one of the big reasons why we're holding this in Mexico is because of the strength of the Kundalini energy of the earth in Middle America, in South America. There have been these prophecies, but a lot of communities, indigenous communities, but spiritual, mystical communities, agree that there's a sense that the Kundalini energy of the earth used to be really polarized and concentrated in Tibet, in northern India, and that recently this concentration of energy has moved. The pole of this very feminine life force energy has moved, and that is also why we're going to that sacred land, to tune into that. Because what we're doing through preparing our bodies and preparing our vessels and awakening our wombs is preparing ourselves to summon that energy back to the surface, because this is the energy that will resurrect humanity, and that will resurrect our consciousness. So we are summoning this energy from the land to awaken us, and through us to awaken the collective as well. And you know this land very well, Bianca, because you've been to the place as well where we'll be meeting, where we'll be holding council.
Yes, thank you, Anais. So beautiful. Yes, the place where we'll be going in the mountains of Oaxaca is a place very, very dear to my heart. It's been a ritual for me to go every year on my solo pilgrimage to this place. It's where a lot of my work has been channeled through. It's a real stargate, a ministry of Isis's temple codes, I will say, is and lives there. So much of her wisdom has I've been blessed to receive there. And yeah, it's just very powerful place. And every time I go, I'm just transported into multiple dimensions. And I've walked that land many times. And about 5 years ago, when I was walking the land, I was with one of dear sister, priestess sister, and we saw the month-long priestess training happening. And so it's been a prayer for a long time, and that land has been calling the sisters together for a long time to pray there, to connect there. And like Anais said, is to really connect to that current of energy that is right now so alive there and wanting to express itself to us and through us to then be the instruments of that energy, translate that into our service out in the world. And we'll be in the mountains for 3 weeks. These sacred mountains, you will love it. It's a beautiful space, simple but very beautiful. We'll feel very comfortable there. The food is delicious. There's temples and pyramids around the land. We'll be eating mostly from the land. And then the last week will be, and again, one of my favorite places, just on the beach, a couple hours away in Masunte. A dear friend owns the place. He's a beautiful yogi. And it's very private. We have our own beach, and the whales are there. We can see them from our rooms, and it's just really, really, really magical. And so every year for, let's say, the last 5-6 years, it's been my pilgrimage route to spend 2/3 of my trip in the mountains and then finish at the ocean. And so when we were heartstorming this training, it just was like, well, it feels perfect, like a celebration down at the sea with the whales to support the integration of the high work that we'll be doing up in the mountains. It gets chilly at night, so we bring our sweaters. It's really like the monastic vibe of really being able to be still, held in the stillness, to go really deep inside. A beautiful inner journey. And of course, there will be jumping around a bit, a lot of movement practice as well. Let's say every day we'll be moving, we'll be stretching, we'll be dancing, we'll be chanting, we'll be singing, we'll be praying, we'll be offering. We will be doing magic of light and love, praying for humanity, praying for ourselves, and creating and translating while we're in this training together, translating already everything that's coming through into some form of its creation, whatever unique creation that is coming through for you. And yeah, I'm really inspired to talk about the symbolism of the black rose. So both the white lion and the black rose came through really strong. We started talking to these white lion beings, and they were guiding this whole process for Anais and I a year ago, and still connecting to them and communing with them to receive the guidance for this. And the black rose is such a powerful guide coming through. I'm sure all of you are connected to the rose in some way if you have both worked with Anais and I in the past. Our work is deeply focused on the rose. But the black rose specifically, she is this powerhouse. She is the energy of Sekhmet. She is the energy also of Isis. She is also the energy of Magdalene. And I had a beautiful experience about 6 months ago, deep in the jungle, in a temple of my teachers in Colombia. And all of a sudden, the black rose emerged, and she introduced herself as the voice of the Earth Mother. And she says, I am the voice of the minerals, of the animals, of the waters, and I am strong and I am firm, and let me be that bridge of a new paradigm that is yet to be created, that is being created now. And let me support your guidance in that, because we are the black roses, bridges of worlds, bridging worlds, literally playing in both, but fully embodied in the new. And so how do we embody that? How do we master that? What does that look like? Fully and masterfully. And it's beautiful because it has not been done before. The enlightened were many in the caves. The enlightened were in a lifestyle that was very much inward and not so much of the world. We're being asked to be of the world. If you're here, it's because you're being asked to be of the world in deep service. I know Anais and I are being deeply called to be of the world in many ways. Some of the ways that are like, what? That feels like a lot of work. And it's like, just trust. No, it's never too much. It's never more than we can handle. We are here to be of the world. So this black rose, the black rose is guiding us to be that, to be of the world, but deeply connected to the wisdom of the earth. And it's a really a new way. So we get to listen and then be it. It comes from listening. It doesn't come from the mind. It doesn't come from rational thinking. It comes from the deepest connection to the heart. And so much of what we'll be doing in this training is dropping into the subtlest spaces of our hearts so that we can listen. And then learning, building that trust muscle so that we can just be of action, be of the world. And that's so much of what this training is about. It's the black rose. It's the bridge of paradigms, bridging them, having empathy, compassion, and understanding for people who are perhaps still in the other world, let's say. Because we all need to traverse the threshold together. We all need to for the new earth to happen. It's not a weight, it's not a responsibility, but we're here to be access points for so much of humanity. So anyways, I get really excited talking about this because it's so deeply, deeply about what we're doing. But I'll pass it back to you, Anais. Maybe you want to, if you feel inspired to talk about the white line or more the black rose, however you feel.
Thank you, Bianca. Yeah, it's all of that resonates so much what you shared. It's about depth as well, depth and surrender. How can we be examples of true, real, full surrender to our own divinity and the divine, and be that example for others? The black rose for me is a portal of death and rebirth as well. It's the divine mother in all her aspects. She knows when to let go of something for something else to be born. She has a grace to know where to guide her energy, what to support. And we have that. We have that innate intelligence in our biology. So we're really, really going to deeply, deeply tune into that. And in a way, for me, the black rose is also, it's a reminder that the final step of any transformation process and an alchemical process and an enlightenment process is to really drop into the body, is to enlighten our matter, our body, our physical selves, our physical vessel. It's not about going up and going out and disconnecting from reality. It's the path is the opposite. The path of the Divine Mother is really bringing the divine within. This is the vessel of the Holy Spirit. We are the vessels of the Holy Spirit. And that is what we're tuning into. And that is how we are initiated. And once we are holders and carriers of the Holy Spirit, we can then initiate others. Other names for her, because the Holy Spirit, I like to insist on this, is her, it's she, it's Shekhinah, it's Sechem, it's Kundalini energy, she who brings life, the breath of life. Once we become full with this breath of life, with this energy of life, we can then start to share it as well. And it's a very tangible physical process and feeling. And that's really for me the black rose as well. And the white lion, who's so present with this creation. There's a beautiful prophecy also that says that when humanity is ready for the next step, that the white lions would come back, physical white lions in Africa, and the white lions a couple of years ago have been born again into this reality, into this realm, into this world, as a beautiful symbol of our readiness to transform. And of course, it's a Christ-like energy. So it means that this Christ frequency is being resurrected, is being reborn, is coming to the surface again in humanity. So that's what's happening, and everything around us is telling us that the shift is now. We've moved into the age of Aquarius, and this is what's happening. Where Aquarius is asking us to rethink community, rethink our collective living together, our collective consciousness. And this is what is needed right now, is to bring through new ways of being together. And these are our guides. We're so guided, we're so assisted in this process. And they're really, really with us every step of the way to whisper the next steps. But I think that we've talked enough. I think we can maybe open the space for questions about the gathering, about the council, about the training, or maybe reflections. If you'd like to share something or ask something, you can either open your microphone and ask your question, or just pop a question in the chat. Alana, my heart is singing. You are already joining us. So lovely to have you.
While we wait for someone, thank you, Anais. Beautiful. 3 words are coming up really strong: prayerful, playful, and powerful. And I feel it's the meeting of those points. Let us pray together, because prayer is so powerful, especially when we do it together. Let us play together, because the frequency of our play, of our dance, of our song makes it that much more visceral, that much more powerful. And let us be the pillars, powerful, and be the bridges of bringing that frequency into the world. Yeah. So yes, any questions? I know, Alana, you're coming. Yay, so excited to meet you in person. And Marie, I believe you're signed up as well. I'm very excited to meet you.
Marie, go
Hi.
ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, there's an echo because you're I think you're connected twice, so I might remove the other. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Is that better?
That's
Yeah.
better.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. This is Marie from Sydney, Australia. Um, I'm not sure actually even what questions to ask, because I have no idea what to expect. And it feels wonderful. It feels fantastic. And so, as you say, I think a lot of trust has to go into this. Trust of the unknown, trust of receiving, and it's very, very exciting. So I feel very honoured to be able to be called to come over and meet everybody. I'm still trying to find my tribe, and I'm really hoping that I have finally found them. It's taken a very long time. So, and it's been an amazing journey for me to be here and to be able to be there in April. So I thank you. I guess I only have a couple of basic questions in regards to, as I'm coming so far over, you're mentioning that it gets quite cold there at night time. Um, and so I guess it's just a matter of bringing a mixture of different clothing. Is that correct? Or what do you suggest?
Yes. But we'll make sure that you're super comfortable. You'll get a very detailed briefing from us for all the things you need to bring to be super comfortable while you're there. And of course, it's warm during the day, but in the evening, it gets colder. But we're really comfortable in the lodging where we are. And we'll make sure that you put everything in your suitcase that you need to be good and well and comfortable.
Yeah, thank you. I was a little bit nervous about coming over to Mexico because of, I guess, the history that surrounds Mexico, but that's sort of starting to fade a little bit, which is really good. And yeah, so it's going to be a whole new experience and it's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Marie. It's really lovely to have you with us. And with everything that we do, we really set a very intentional, safe, sacred space. And we
Thank you.
commune with the spirits of the land, and we don't do anything outside of the knowing of the spirits and the energies that are already present on the land. But we are held by the wheel of the Magdalene, by the Magdalens, by the lineage of the rose,
Yeah.
by the spirits of the land.
Yeah, I met you, Anise, over in Glastonbury last July at the Magdalene Festival, which was quite amazing. And since then, I've done the Rose Lineage course online, but I still have to come back to Glastonbury to be at final initiated. So yeah, it's all good.
Thank you so
So
much.
thank you.
Thank you, Marie. And I'm just seeing a question coming in here from Anna. How can I have more information, prices, and so on? Hi, Anna. Good to meet you. All the information, the curriculum, the schedule, and prices on our website, newearthpriestess.com. If you press the register button, it'll bring you to the different options. From my memory, the price is $6,500 US. And if you want support, I think before and after, you can opt in to do, I think it's a $7,500 US option. So $6,500 US for the whole month, accommodation, room and board, food, and then the teachings, Anais, myself, Sophie, and yeah, lots of extras. It's going to be so rich, really. Yeah. Thank you for your question.
I just popped the website address in the chat for those of you that want to have easy access.
And I just also want to share, in terms of pricing, we are offering payment plan options for people who, for whom it's easier to do it in 3 installments instead of all at once. We're really wanting and have the intention to make this accessible for all those who truly feel the call. So open to have conversations with people about how we can manage that and work that out. Mm-hmm.
And maybe also share that because you shared as well, Marie, about tribe, that's also really our intention to create a circle of support, of sisterhood, of women who are in service. Both Bianca and I have our mystery schools, Sophie, who's joining us and who's very much also part of this sisterhood weaving, also has her community, and you'll be connected into all those different communities as well. There are already places that are available. There are communities that you can join, and you will be part of those mystery schools as well. And we will also journey forward together for those who want to, of course. Are there any other questions or maybe sharings? Thank you,
Hi,
Grace, for being here.
I'm Annabelle from France. Maybe I have no questions especially, but I feel so blessed and grateful to go to Mexico with all of you. And I can feel the lion and the rose and the whales, and it's so beautiful. So I just want to thank you, and I'm thrilled to meet you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Annabelle. Merci.
Looking forward to meet you in person, Annabelle. Really, it's such an honor. Thank you.
Melanie, do we need to be completely fluent in English? It depends. If you can understand us now, then you'll be fine during the month. Plus, we'll be doing a lot of practice. Of course, there will be some theory, but everything will be put into practice. The idea is to experience everything through the body. It's our body that will integrate all of the teachings through movement, meditation, initiation, activation. Everything is going through the body. And I also do want to mention, because that's important as well, that we're doing it in a very feminine way. We'll listen to the pace of the body as well. It is a 1 month intensive, but we will have times to rest, to integrate, to connect to the land. And that's where Sophie comes in as well with her daily silence meditations and rest meditations to really also create spaces of silence, because it's in the silence that we receive, of course, everything that we've been calling in and summoning together.
And Melanie, you're saying I'm almost understanding everything. I trust we speak in a language beyond word, and also I'm assuming your language is French. Is that correct? Yes. And correct me if I'm wrong, but if there's ever any moment that you feel you'd like us to repeat something or a translation in French, Anais, I'm sure you'd be very happy to provide that. We'll make sure we're all moving along together. Yeah.
Of course. We're not leaving anyone hanging without understanding.
No. I saw a hand pop up. Was that Lisa? Or no, that was Christina. Go ahead.
I'm Christina from Sweden, and I don't think I'll be joining in Mexico, but I just really felt the pull to be on the call. I've been in Mexico before 22, 23 years ago, and it's such a wonderful place. And I've been in contact with Anais a bit before, and I don't know. I just feel that there is I can really feel the energy in this group. So I think even if I'm not going to Mexico, I will still sort of be in tune with the group somehow. And we're working up here with the Nordic Shambhala, so there's a field being built up here in Sweden and Norway at this time. And so yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say that.
Thank you, Christina. powerful work happening all over the planet. People are feeling the call, and people are gathering, and really the new is being created. It's very tangible, it's very alive. Brigitte.
Good evening. I don't know yet if I will be joining, but I have a question. I'm very connected to nature, and one of my dreams was to go to swim in a cenote. I don't know if it's the same in English. It is the same word. So I would like to know if we will be doing that, and if there is any cenote close to the place where we will be staying.
So thank you for the question. It's a beautiful dream to have. Those are magical places. From my understanding, cenotes are mostly on the other coast of Mexico. So I haven't personally swam in a cenote in Oaxaca. I have in Tulum area on the other side of Mexico. But I wonder, Michelle, you're living in Oaxaca right now. Maybe if I'm wrong, maybe you can correct me. Maybe there are cenotes. Do you know?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Bianca. Nice. You're creating so beautiful. Yes, I'm currently in Mexico, and I'll actually be in a 49-day retreat at Refugio just before the course starts. And I just wanted to emphasize, I've been to Refugio quite a few times, and it's so magical there. It's just the energy there is so special. So that you shows this place, or this place shows us or you, it's so beautiful. Cenotes, yes, I also would not be aware of any of those here in this area. But I also know on other coasts in Mexico, which is not so far away with the plane, that they are there. Yes. But still, I mean, the surroundings at Refugio are still, they are really, really special. There's like the moon tree and so much beautiful spirits to connect with. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
I'm not sure if anyone has any more questions. Also, I can see there's a sweet lady, Rebecca, here, but without a, just want to also connect. I know you've been kind of expressing interest. If you just want to say hello, would be beautiful to connect. And if you're uncomfortable doing that, that's also very okay.
Hey, this is Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hey there. I just totally appreciate what you guys have created, and it would be a dream to do an in-person training for a month long. So I'll just keep praying about it if it's my time. But sounds amazing, and I definitely want to go. It's just more like getting all the alignment of my life and my work and my plans and stuff. So I'll just see what happens.
Thank you, dear. Thank you to share your voice. Nice to meet you here. And also an invitation. I'm feeling we won't make it too much longer, but just if you haven't spoken a word yet would be so nice just to hear your voice, and if there's no question, if there's nothing to comment, just even where you're calling from, just to hear everyone's nod, sound frequency in this space.
Hi everyone. I tried to speak with my bad English. I just wanted to say that I love watching your luminous faces, because really there is something. Everybody is really smiling, and it's really beautiful. I really feel something in this group, and I'd like to already be there with you. And at the moment, I can't register because I have no credit card anymore. I'm just waiting my new credit card, but I think I'm ready to do it, to join you. And it's really a big initiation just to take the decision, because of all that we just left to come. It's a really big challenge, and just to do that is already part of the journey. I have just two little questions. I wanted to know if there is water at the mountain, like waterfalls or place we can swim or not. And if we were going to meet some people from the land or not at all, and we are just us together. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. And nice to meet you, Alexandra. Your English is great.
Thank you.
There is a small waterfall. It's about a 30-minute walk, a little bit of a hike, let's say. And it runs more strong and less strong depending what time of year. So maybe Michelle knows again how that water will be running at the time in April. I have done retreats there, and I have done retreat in this time actually, and there has been that waterfall. So it's just a pool big enough to kind of plunge in. So yes, but also yes, the water is very important, and also like the last week will be immersed with the ocean daily. So yeah, and then in terms of your second question, we will be practicing some traditional indigenous practices of the land. So we'll be engaged in a temascal with someone who will guide that ceremony for us. And we are just in the talks with a dear sister who's working with local community to see how we can weave and listen to the stories and prayers of the people of that land as well. So that's definitely part of the constellation and coming together. So thank you for that question. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Hi everyone, just to bring my voice into the space, I am so deeply touched by every part of it. I almost wished I'm not so deeply touched because now I'm like, okay, this really has to happen. But yeah, there's so many things that have been falling into place, and I actually had a really powerful dream about a month ago with the black rose, and I've not heard of it, and the message was very simple and very clear. It just said it's time to place the black rose on your altar. And when I woke up, I could really feel such a powerful energy still moving through my body. And I could feel that it was the message it was bringing was this feminine power. And that's a big journey that I'm on in terms of allowing my voice. And there's so much wisdom, there's so much inside of my being, but to really be in the next stage of sharing this. And yeah, I feel that when I come together with women in council, it brings the power just moves me rather than me thinking I need to move. So I don't even know if that feels like this much of what's resonating, but the whales being together, the way the two of you share and communicate, yeah, just all of it. I'm really touched by it all. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Luisa from Portugal. I just want to say hi. I really felt called to be here today. I don't know if I can go to Mexico or not, but I really feel the field, the place, and it's really powerful. And the sisterhood, I really feel it here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ana Luisa. Thank you, Melanie, for sharing in the chat. You received the symbol with the lion's head. Yeah, also connected to Sekhmet's energy, this lion lineage coming through to support, definitely.
And thank you, Carly, for sharing as well. Really nice to meet you. All of you. Really, really nice to be in this space together and meet all of you. Really holding it in my heart in prayer to be in the physical together. For those of you to whom it is the path that you're meant to walk right now. Just give one more moment for any last comments.
Hi there. Not so much a question, but it was a full body yes. Like when I saw your website, like I had asked for this, and when I saw the lions, especially just due to a dream that I'd had, yeah, so I'm really where I am in Queensland here in Australia, we're surrounded by beautiful water, Pacific Ocean, and we have mountains here. So I'm so very keen to experience the land where we're going to as well, that breath together, especially all of us together, and what that creation is already like. I can feel that now. So I'm so grateful to be here today as well. So, yeah. Mm.
Thank you, Alana. Looking forward to meeting you as well. Okay, and maybe we will close together our circle, our sacred temple space. I invite you to just close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath and maybe place a hand on your heart. And just thank everyone here in this circle for your presence, for your hearts, for your light. We're in deep gratitude for the presence of the white lion, of the black rose, of the lineage of the rose and the lineage of the Magdalens, and of the spirits and the energy of the land of Oaxaca, already welcoming us. Thank you for all these blessings. May we all feel blessed and nourished as we go into our days, into our evenings, into our nights. May we be held softly within the petals of the rose. Thank you all for having been here. Awen, Amin. Have a very beautiful day, evening, night. And we'll send this recording to you, and will be available for questions if you want to reach out afterwards, of course. But we'll send you a message so it's easy to connect.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your presence, for showing up. What an honor. Look forward to continuing our weaving.
Amen.
Many blessings.
Blessings, everyone.